I got a giant bag full of used clothing that I need to ship out today. But before we get into all that, I need to tell you guys about this ridiculous eBay return that I'm dealing with. I believe I mentioned this return in the last video. If you guys have not seen it, it'll be in the top of the screen. Go watch it. But it's about this camera, as you guys can see on the screen. The guy claimed I sent him on the camera. I probably had to bleep that word out because TikTok and YouTube doesn't like that word. But you guys know what the word I used is. But the only problem is, in the pictures that I took of the camera, there's no SD card and there's no pictures on the camera before I sent it out. And all of a sudden, when he received it, there's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of porn on there, which is so not true. It's a complete lie. So when this guy put in the return request for the camera, I called eBay up to ask him about it, because the reasoning he wanted to return it is because it had all those images and videos on it, which were never on there a few days before he received it. So I called eBay up, and eBay told me to accept the return, and when I get the camera back, call them back up that exact day. So that's exactly what I did. I got the camera in the mail, called eBay back up. They showed me how to put a dispute on this case. The next thing I know, over $100 is being taken out of my account, even though I'm fighting this case, and sent back to the guy who bought the camera, which in my opinion is insane because the case is still open. Why are you guys transferring money? So I put in this dispute. Next thing I know, the guy leaves a negative feedback. I'll put the negative feedback on the screen so you guys can see. So when I saw the negative feedback, I automatically called eBay back up and asked them, can you guys please remove this? It's not true at all. The case is still open. We're still fighting it. They showed me how to dispute the feedback. So I sent it to the buyer. The buyer declined it, which is insane because I didn't send him. So when he declined it, I called eBay back up. Hey guys, the buyer declined it. Can you guys now please help me out? So then eBay showed me how to dispute it through eBay. I sent it to eBay, explained the situation. They declined it. I'm like, well, how does this make any sense? How can you guys decline feedback? That is a complete lie. So I called eBay back up. They said, do it again. Submit all the information. I did it again. They declined it again. They ended up declining it, I believe, 3 times in total, which is insane. I was on the phone with eBay last night for about 20 minutes trying to figure out how I can remove this negative feedback because it's not true at all and it is affecting the profile rating. Instead of my store being at like a 98%, pretty much 5-star rating, it's at like a 96.6%, which doesn't look that good in my opinion. That's why I want the feedback gone. I could care less about the money at this point. I just want the feedback gone. And when I was on the phone last night with another eBay person, because I probably called 5 or 6 times with eBay, gotten 5 or 6 emails from eBay just about this one case, I made sure the person on the phone knew that the buyer sent me through their website during the return process. I have screenshots. I'm not going to show you guys because that would be completely wrong. That'd be wrong on TikTok and YouTube, and that's just completely wrong in general. I made sure to take screenshots of exactly what the guy sent me and everything, just in case somehow it got lost on eBay. So I made sure they knew about that. They opened it up and saw it for themselves. They were completely shocked, as most people would be, but now they're sending another email to the higher ups, whoever takes care of feedback, about how this guy sent me. That's where I am about this case. I just think this whole return is ridiculous. I hope you guys do agree with me because this is just insane in my opinion. Of course, let me know you guys' thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, let's just get into the items that I have to ship out. First item we got going out is this Eddie Bauer vintage down jacket. Paid 10 bucks for it and it sold for 50. Next piece we got going out is this Nautica patch long sleeve. Paid $3 for it and it sold for 12 bucks. Here we go with our first Y2K piece of the day. We got this brand right here called One More Round. They make crazy graphic jackets, hoodies. I'm not sure if they make pants or not. Paid, I believe, 7 bucks for this and it sold for 25. Here's an item you don't find a lot. So you guys can see. Real Scorpion belt buckle. I believe I paid either 5 or 7 bucks for it and it sold for $27.99. It's a very cool piece. I like this piece a lot. We got a lot of Harley Davidson going out today. We got the Harley Davidson Jackson Hole, Wyoming sleeveless shirt. Probably picked this up for 2 bucks at a garage sale and it sold for $12.59. This piece, I wish it was my size. I would have kept it myself. We got the vintage New York skyline with the twin towers and everything in it. Picked it up for 5 bucks and it sold for $27.99. This sale was definitely the worst sale of the day. Picked this vintage AT&T shirt up for $1 and it sold for $4.50. What a joke sale. But it is what it is. It's gone. We do got a nice Carhartt jacket going out today. It's the very basic Rain Defender hooded jacket. I believe I got 10 bucks into it and it sold for $48.99. I believe this is our last Harley Harley piece we're shipping out today. Park City, Utah. It's got the very nice graphic, as you guys can see. Sold for $12.98. Mountain Hardware. You guys know this brand. Most of the time it does pretty good. You got quarter zips, jackets. I believe they got shirts and pants too. This one, on the other hand, not so well. It is completely lightweight. Paid less than $1 for it. It only sold for $8. Here we go with another Bin Laden Target shirt. Do you guys remember me telling the story on how I got a whole stack of these? Got them at a garage sale, $5 each. We've sold tons and tons of these already. I believe we got 7 left, somewhere around that number. So we're already weighing the profit on this deal, and this one only sold for $13, so it's completely okay. This piece, on the other hand, literally sold in less than 24 hours. Got this vintage 70s, 80s Fruit of the Loom Southfield Hockey Club sweatshirt. It's extremely small. It says size large, but it fits probably a child's XL. I put the measurements, of course, and everything in the listing. Paid 50 cents at a garage sale for it, and it sold for 25. Here's the first Harley piece we're shipping out today. Very basic, classic Shield logo shirt. Only sold for $7. Here's another brand you guys need to know. Polo Ralph Lauren, the bear. Do you guys ever see anything with the big logo bear on it? Most time it's really good. Picked this one up at Goodwill for $6.99 and it sold for $27.99. Of course, we can't forget the football jersey. Vintage logo 7. Deion Sanders, Atlanta Falcons jersey. Picked this up at the bins for a few bucks and it sold for $40. Football is hot right now, especially college football. Listed this and it sold within 12 hours. Picked this up for $1 at a garage sale. Sold for $8.98. Here's another Harley sale today. Harley Davidson all over print girls jacket. Picked this up at the bins. Got it for $1.50. It only sold for $7. We do have a couple low dollar sales today, which kind of sucks. Tommy Bahama silk shirt. 99% of the time I get these in, they sell within 2 days. They don't sell for a lot, but when I'm only picking them up for $1, it's alright if they sell for $7, because that's what this one literally sold for, $7. Can't forget the local teams, Seattle Kraken. Brand new starter jacket. Picked it up at Goodwill for $14.99 and it sold for $40. And the last and 20th item we're shipping out today is this very basic North Face jacket. Picked it up at a garage sale for $3 and sold for $15. But that was the 20 sales we're shipping out today, worth just over $600. Other than that, I'm gone.